right. Well, good evening, everyone. Thanks for being here for our second session of our boot camp. For those of you who were able to either be on or listen to last week's session, we talked about the beginnings of your business plan. And we also talked a little bit about what it means to be a CEO. And we'll go through some of that in just a few minutes. But I wanted to just welcome you, and I'm getting ready to share the screen so you can see the presentation. And I hope you were able to get your worksheet or take notes and then go back to the worksheet. So I'm going to share the screen now. Okay. And I'm looking for. Okay, did it. For some reason tonight, my computer is having a mind of its own.
Oh, I understand.
Yes.
The first question, what is product development? That's where I'm supposed to be, right? Waiting for you to.
Right, yeah, we're gonna get right to that.
Okay.
And so. Let's see, let's do this again and find my, there we go, show all windows. There we go. Okay. This has been a fun day. All right, can you see that?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just walk through the presentation, and as you have questions, just let me know.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So first of all, I hope you've downloaded your template, your second session information sheet. This is going to help you when it's time to really get to your business plan. So okay. I'm really excited to have this available for you.
Okay. Yes, I have the booklet.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So these are our sessions, and I just wanted to go through and review them, and we'll get through these very quickly. Session 1 was last week on how to start your business plan and think like a CEO. Tonight, we're going to talk about target marketing and product development, which is the major part of your business plan. Next week will be our cash flow, and then finally our sales and marketing plan. And as we're doing these, we're also doing strategies that you can put into place to get your business started if you're just starting, or to help you to grow your existing business.
Okay.
A little bit about me. Those of you who don't know, I did found and start 50-something Lifestyle several years ago, and it started as a blog. It started with me just talking to women over 50 about what it was like at 50 and going through all the changes of being over 50, empty nest, and just coming through all the things that we go through as we age. Mm-hmm. And I spoke to more and more women, and they wanted more, and it just sort of evolved into a coaching, speaking, and I also am an author. I'm writing another book that's coming out this fall. And it's really just telling women how to live a full lifestyle over 50, that we don't have to stop because we've been laid off of our job, or our kids have left, or we feel as if we just become invisible in this world of technology and everything going on. And it also evolved into helping women who wanted to start a business to be able to do that so that you could supplement your income as you went into your 50s, 60s, and beyond, because there's no reason that we can't be business women. In
Yes.
fact, the largest number of businesses started now are started by people 55 and over.
Mm.
So you're in the right place. You're at the right time in your life. And it's going to be an exciting journey these next few weeks.
Okay.
So just to recap last week very quickly, I hope you were able to start your business plan. Just if you haven't, these are some things you want to do between now and next week. Just start your title page, and if you need to go back and look at the video, do that. Write your company description, and then your mission and vision statement. I sent out a little email that just really talked a little more about your mission and vision. And it really is just about how do you want to present your business to the market? What is your vision for yourself? And it can include a financial vision. It can include a vision of what you want to change in the world. Whatever that is, make it yours, make it unique. And so if you'd like to, as you get your vision statements written, if you want to email them to me, I will review them for you and make suggestions or just give you feedback. So get your title page, your company description, and your mission vision statements done. And then we'll start with this section 2 is going to be about really focusing on your products and on the market that you're looking to reach. So again, we're talking about product development and target marketing. And I think I'm going to see if I can write down. I'm able to read that. So session 2 topics. These are the things we're going to talk about tonight. And as you have questions, like I said, be sure to ask. So what is your product service? We're going to talk about that. What problem does your product or service solve? How do you identify your ideal client, your target market? And then we're going to get into the substance of the business plan part 2 and your strategy plan part 2. So we've got a lot to cover, and I'd like to keep this within the hour so that we can, those who you have stuff to do. So we're gonna go through it quickly, and I'm always available for questions throughout the week. Just email me or call me, and I'll give my phone number at the end for those who don't have it.
Okay.
So let's really just talk a little bit about product development, what it is, how do you create your idea, what to consider when developing a product and service. So if you have your worksheet, you're going to want to write down this description of product development. Product development is creating a product or service that satisfies a market niche. And you can see here 6 companies, all of them that you recognize, and I threw mine in just for some comic.
That's good.
But when I developed it, there was a definite market niche. And that niche was women over 50 who were transitioning in their life financially, personally, and spiritually. Mm-hmm. That has not changed since the day I started my business. Mm-hmm. So think about what your product is going to meet and do in the market. Mary Kay, what is her market niche? Is beauty, right?
Right.
Amazon, their niche started out as just being books and magazines, but now Amazon has become the #1 online shopping portal in the world. It's a global shopping portal. And people, it used to just be Amazon products, but now you can host a number of products. So it is an online shopping portal that delivers right to your door. We know that Apple is technology. It's not just the computers and the phones, but it's innovating our lives through technology. And you may want to go and when you have a chance, look up Apple's mission statement.
Okay.
Nike, their market niche is athletics. So anything that deals with moving your body and becoming fit athletically, that's what Nike's market niche is. Not just high-end basketball players and football players. For anyone who's wanting to work out and move their body. And of course, Coca-Cola their niche is beverage, providing for everything from water to any kind of sparkling water, soda, teas. It's endless, the types of beverages at Coca-Cola. So think about your market niche. Who are you marketing to? What is your product developed for? And it's our products you don't say my products developed for everybody. You want it to fit a definite niche. So product development is creating a product or service that satisfies a market niche. And we're going to get into how to make sure that you're looking at the right market, because sometimes our products are out there, but there's really no market for it. And therefore, we're not going to make any money. So the whole idea of being in business is to be profitable. So what products will you create or market that will, with your vision and mission, fit within the niche you've identified? For example, my niche is women over 50 who are transitioning financially. So I have products that help people fulfill their finances. And that's by helping them develop their own business. Personally, I have products that help people create a lifestyle. It's called Lifestyle Reinvention. Mm-hmm. And then spiritually, that area, I don't feel that I want to develop those products, but my long-term goal is to partner with someone to fill that spiritual niche. Because I believe that when we are talking spirituality, we need to really talk to someone who has their finger on biblical principles that are true. I'm not talking about spirituality in the universe. So, how do you live a spiritual life? And I believe that there are people out there who have the skills much better than I do. But every product that I create will fit within my market niche. So if your market is, let's give an example. I've been asked to join this new network marketing company, HGH, big thing on the market. People wanting to do that sort of human youth thing. And it's become now available through the FDA, so it's no longer an illegal substance in the form that these new companies are providing it. And so that niche is for people who want to maintain their youth. Mm. And so all their products are based on helping you live a more youthful life, to help you get rid of wrinkles, help you get muscles gone, help you lose weight so you can, be a more fit person. So make sure that what products that you develop, as you think about your market niche, that they fit within that niche. And so when you look at your vision and mission statement that we talked about earlier, what is the vision for your business? Make sure that that vision and the niche, the market that you want to reach coincide. Any questions on that?
No, I'm fine with that.
Okay, we'll keep going. I did want to just mention about your niche, when you're thinking of where you're going to fit in the marketplace, we're going to talk about how to find your way in the marketplace so that you're not just out there on an island.
Mm-hmm.
So that you know that your niche is something where other people are in. You don't want to be in a place where no one else is, because generally that means, unless you're totally innovating, unless you're taking something that's way beyond what we can imagine, then you may be, marketing something that's not going to be successful.
Okay.
So here, these are the things you want to consider when you develop products that fit that niche. You want to avoid creating something people don't want. And we're going to learn some things about how to find that out, because there are ways to find out what people want. And I can tell you that when I started making changes to my products, I utilized some of those tools to make sure that the things I was creating were things that women over 50 who were starting a business wanted. So avoid creating something people don't want. Identify consumer needs. And this is done by knowing what the consumers are already buying. So we all know that right now people are looking to buy mostly online these days.
Yes.
That's a huge market.
Mm-hmm.
So if your product can fit an online portal or come onto online in some way, then you want to do that. But you want to identify the consumers who are within your market, what they need, and we'll learn how to do that. You want to get feedback also by surveying people, interviewing people, asking them what they think of the products that you've already developed.
Mm-hmm.
You want to always make your products simple. And even though you can look at an iPhone and think this thing is just like, what is it? In its development, it's a very simple tool. It has simplified our life. So make it simple. You want to price it right. You don't want to price yourself out of the market, or you don't want to price yourself so low that people find no value in what you're producing. And when we get to the cash flow part of our that's session 3, you will learn a lot about pricing your products so that they make sense in the market. And then finally, you want to protect your idea. And the way we do that is through trademarking or copywriting or getting a patent. So you don't want your stuff out there just for anyone else to take from you. So those are the 6 things you want to consider when you develop your product. Don't just start a business, solve a problem. This is something that if you don't learn anything more tonight, this is the biggest lesson you can learn, is that you want to be able to solve a problem. Now, not every problem is it's a major, life-changing, that it has to come and totally change the world. Someone may just have a problem with how to keep things organized in their closet. So coming up with a unique closet organizer solves a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So think when you're doing your business that you are solving a problem in the market. And there's some things that you want to consider as you're thinking about this. The way to know that you're really solving a problem is that you're asking questions of people. Like, do you have a problem with this? Does this ever frustrate you? And this you can do with your friends and family. It doesn't have to be a lot of formality to it. Or you're at the grocery store and people are all complaining about the same thing. That's a problem. Maybe your business can solve it.
Mm-hmm.
Or in the case, I know, Bessie, your products are helping children learn songs to help them in their worship at church.
Yes, yes,
The problem is that a lot of kids we're not teaching kids the traditional songs of the church.
yes.
And so by doing what you're doing, the problem you're solving is you're keeping kids literate when it comes to worship. So like I said, your problem doesn't have to be, how to make the new iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
So think about that when you're developing your product, but make sure that you identify the problem and you make sure that people are truly having issues with this.
Yes. Okay.
So here's some things that you want to think about as you're thinking of the kind of problems that people have and how to solve them. First of all, the things that people are concerned about are convenience. Is it convenient? Circle K became the number one, what do you call it, Quick Mart, or what do you call them? Anyway, 24-hour market in gas.
Yes, right.
Convenience. People wanted to be able to get milk at 3 in the morning and not worry about the market being closed, or they only wanted milk and they didn't want to have to go through the grocery store to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Convenience. Economic opportunity. People want to be able to be better off economically. So anything that you can do in business that solves the problems of people's economics. My business falls within economic opportunity because that's what it offers to women over 50. Technology, innovation, obviously a huge market, and the many problems that you can solve through technology. Health and wellness. People want to be healthy and they want to be well. Data management. What do we do with all the stuff that we have, all the papers we have, all the files on our computers? People who come up with programs and products that help solve that problem of data, they are solving a big problem. Hunger, survival. We all need to eat. So any product that creates, that keeps us from being hungry and helps us to survive will be big in the marketplace. That's why you have supermarkets everywhere. Safety and security, not just for our own personal safety, but safety of our data, especially now with the internet. And then lifestyle, anything that you have that will improve a person's lifestyle. I have many friends right now who are in the travel business, and that's a straight lifestyle product because people want to travel more. They want to experience all these resorts and they want to do it at a lower cost than it used to be. So anything that you can do to solve lifestyle issues. So think as you're developing your products and think of the skills that you have that may fill any of these niches. This is not the only thing. These are just the ones that I've identified. But just write in your worksheet, what problem does your business solve? And until you can really voice that and say it with clarity, you need to develop and develop and develop your business until you can answer that question very simply. Okay?
Okay.
And these are just a few insights on product development and knowing how to solve, how to position your product in the market. Focus on building a product that people must have, not a product that would be nice to have.
Mm-hmm.
If it's nice to have, it'll sell. But if it's must, it will be blockbusters. Solve real problems. The most successful businesses are known for solving real life problems or perceived problems. And solve needs and not wants.
Mhm.
Even though we say we want a pair of stiletto heels, when we buy it, we feel like we need those heels.
That's right.
So you're solving needs and not wants. So the way you position it, you make people think they need it, and they will buy it. And so here's just a quick stat. 47% of all startups fail because there is no market for what they are marketing. So everything we talked about up to this point is really about making sure that your product that you're developing will solve a problem and that there is a need for it in the marketplace. Okay.
Okay.
And sometimes we have to educate people so that, based on the way we position the product in the market. But make sure that there is a market for what you are marketing. Okay. And don't limit your market to your little surroundings. Think globally. In this day and age, you have to think beyond where you are right now. When I develop products and I talk to people within my circles, I have people in Canada that I'm able to communicate with, people in the UK. It's global. So think that because of the opening the world on the internet, make sure that you're thinking beyond just where you can see, okay?
Okay, that sounds great.
So now we're getting into target marketing. And the good thing about this being recorded is that you will be able to go back and review, because I know it probably goes a little faster, but when you be able to look at it again, you'll be able to see it a couple times and then pull the information out. Now, target marketing is number one in knowing that you're actually reaching, you have to reach the right people. You can have the greatest product, you can have the greatest message with that product, but if you're not targeting the right people, then you just have a good product and a good message. Facebook has opened up the whole idea of profiling, because you can now in Facebook, if you want to do an ad, of course you could determine where you want people, where you want to look for them, in what country. You can go down to the city on Facebook. You only want people in Phoenix, or you only want people in Los Angeles. You can go to the age of the people. You can go to their likes, their dislikes. So we have to start target marketing with knowing who your customers are, doing a customer profile. And that's going to include their demographics. We're going to also look at our competitors and how they define their customers. We're going to learn about surveys and interviews, and then this little thing called Facebook Insights. And this is really for those of you who use social media a lot. And then we'll talk a little bit about what benefits and features clients are looking for. And finally, where do your customers hang out? Who are your customers? Just think about that. Sometimes we think everybody is our customer, but that's not true. If you market to everybody, you're missing a great part of the marketplace. So who are your customers? One of the best ways of finding out that is to look at who your competitors are, because they will lead you to the same kind of people who are your customers. So let's talk a little bit about your customers' demographics. How old are they? What is their gender? Where do they live? What is their occupation, if that's important to your profile? What is their income? Their marital status, whether they own or rent their homes. If they're business owners, some businesses only market to other businesses. So that would become an important demographic. And sometimes ethnicity is important in a demographic. And I believe that there's a space in your book for other. I'm not sure, but I think there is. If not, then you could add another demographic if it's not listed. So when you write your customer profile, I want you to think about all of these things and then create that perfect customer for you. I'll give you an example. I can go through these and I can show you my customer profile. Age over 50, gender women. I only market to women. I made that decision that I was not going to market to men, just women over 50. Location, where do they live? They can live anywhere in the world because I've made the decision that my business would be global. Right now, I am focusing on the UK, Canada, and the United States. I will eventually go further, but my overall plan is to be global. The occupation of the women that I market to, generally it's people who are nearing retirement. So it doesn't really matter what they're doing, but they're either retired or nearing retirement. The income is not an important factor for me. Marital status as well, or homeowner. None of these stats. These are important to people who may be doing insurance or that kind of stuff. Business owner is very important to me on the side of my business that does business coaching, and ethnicity is not important. So when I write my customer profile, I'm concentrating on age, gender, location, occupation, and business ownership. So think about your customers. Who are they? Once you've identified, okay, I know that my customers are this person, this is my customer profile. The next thing that I want to do is, so now I need to find out, do the products or the service that I have said this is going to be my niche, this is the product that I'm going to develop. I need to know what people think of it. And the way you do that is through customer surveys. So this is a good way to think about this. And I'm going to use the social media example, but you can think about this if you're not online, think about it on an offline basis. So for me, reaching women over 50 who are transitioning in their occupation and possibly looking for a business, then that's my customer. So how was I going to get to that customer and find out what they wanted? So other than researching my competition and what's online, I decided to start a Facebook group for women over 50. And it took me a year to get that group to where I could then survey them and ask them, what do you want? And so for the first year or so of my business, I focused mostly on lifestyle reinvention, on how do you reinvent your life after 50. And that's all good. I still do that. But I also asked them, what's more important to you right now? And it was one after one after one, financial. How do I make more money in my 50s and beyond? And I knew then I had to go in and bring in the skills that I had from 30 plus years of being an entrepreneur and bring it to the market. make that position that up front in my business.
Mhm.
So think of customer surveys. So let's say if you're doing a project for a business that's going to be mostly with your church, say that, Bessie. So
Okay.
then you may survey people at your church.
Mhm.
How important is it for these things? Or if you're doing, if you want to do a focus group, if you belong to a group of women or men or, people who are all gathered together, you might say, I'd like you guys to help me out. Can I ask you some questions about my product and tell me whether or not that you think there's a need for it?
Mhm.
And then again, you can use Facebook to go out there and do like I did, develop a group on Facebook and then survey those people on Facebook.
Um, Cheryl, I have not. I guess I'm kind of technology behind. I
Mhm.
don't get into Facebook, but I guess I need to learn to get into Facebook.
I can tell you that if you, for what I know that you're developing,
Uh-huh.
you have a greater market on Facebook than you will
Okay.
have face-to-face sell.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So if is something you want to learn more about, we can talk about that
Yes, I
offline,
will.
and I can sort of help you set up yourself on Facebook and how to get it. Facebook is about interaction, so you can't just go out there and put up a Facebook page and think that people are going to come running. It
Okay.
takes some time to develop, but also with your product, there's some areas on Facebook, even through Amazon, you could sell your product on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
So just think about getting on Facebook.
Okay.
But until then, you can create some customer surveys because you communicate with email, right?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Email.
Right. So what I want you to do is, and I'm asking everyone to do this. If you haven't done it, I want you to set up a SurveyMonkey account. It's a free account, and create a survey that's representative of your product and your company. And they have templates to help you do that on SurveyMonkey. So it's
You say
SurveyMonkey,
survey monthly or monkey?
Monkey, Monkey.com.
Okay.
SurveyMonkey.com.
Okay.
Yes, go to SurveyMonkey and create a survey. And even if you have to print it out, generally you can, it's a digital survey. You could email it to people. Or if you want to print it out, you can make copies and do it offline. But or if you have Facebook, you can put it on your Facebook and say, I need your help. Will you take this survey?
Okay.
Okay. But you want to survey the people that you believe are your customer based on the profile that you set up. Okay.
Okay.
And once you do that, then you can be able to put together who your target market is, because you have determined that these are the people I want to reach within this demographic. And these people within this demographic say that they like my product or these things need to change about my product. And so then you know that you're targeting the market that's right for you. Okay. Secondly, you want to do a competitive analysis. These are the people who will compete against you in the marketplace. Every business has a competitor. So understanding who your competitors are is important to your own business growth. So the things you want to do is you want to create a profile of your top 10 competitors. And if you see in your workbook, there's a little table there for you to create that profile, to determine what their strengths and weaknesses. And then I want you to do a content analysis. That means The way to get all this is online. Google them. Google, let's say for me, when I was looking at my competitors, I Googled first businesses that for women over 50. And I pulled up the people who did that. Then I put up business coaches for women, and I pulled those up. And then I looked at what they do and how they do it and who their clients are, because they're telling you, they will tell you on their website. And then what is their content? What products are they putting out there? How are they different from mine? Or how are they similar? And then how can I make mine more unique?
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And then the last thing you want to do is you want to know where they come. SEO is where they, when you put their name in Google, who comes up? Who comes up first? If that's important to your business, that people are able to find you right away online.
Okay.
A lot of times if you're selling a tangible product, that you want to be able to have a position, a high position in SEO. And those of you in network marketing, you're going to automatically have that by the fact that you're already involved in a company that has already paid the money and done the work to get a high SEO. Mm-hmm. So look at your competitors. And then what I mean by SEO, what page do they come up with? So now that you find 10 competitors, when you type in their names, how do they rank on each Facebook page, on your Google pages? Mm-hmm. Okay?
Okay.
But the biggest thing is to really look at what they're doing and how you compare. One of my clients I'm working with is developing a very unique product that she really thought she was the only one in the market with it. Mm. She found that she wasn't, which is a good thing because someone else had that idea. But then she had to figure out how to make it unique. And by looking at the way the competitors were marketing that product, she came up with a very different way to do it. And now she stands apart in the market. Oh. She'll be able, if she follows through with all of her plans, she'll be able to really make a difference and earn a lot of money because she made herself unique, marketing the same product that other people are marketing. Okay?
Okay.
Facebook Insights. This is, if you're an online user, this is based on a tool in Facebook that lets you know how people are interacting on your business page. So you would have to have a business page on Facebook to find out how your posts and the things that you are marketing on your Facebook page are doing. And so there's a little gear on your Facebook business page. And when you click on it, all you have to do is say View Insights. And when you do that, you will see who's interacting, how many active people are on your Facebook page. You can get a weekly recap of everything. So it lets you know that if the stuff you're posting, if people are looking at. And that's a good gauge for knowing whether or not you are really reaching the right market on your business page in Facebook.
Okay.
Okay. Any questions so far?
No.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna. You want all of this done by next class?
We'll talk about that.
Oh.
Okay. The whole idea is that at the end of the class, you have all the tools you'll need to create your business plan. Okay. So this has to be done within your own capability. Okay. So don't worry about that, but you will have all the assignments that will get you on track to do it. Okay. So don't worry about that. You have to do things with the time that you have.
Okay.
So then the next thing, as you're looking at your customers and developing your target market, is how do your products and services improve the customer's life? I'm going to ask that question. And will the customer be better off after using your product? When you answer those questions, you will be able to come up with your benefits and features. Okay. And the reason these questions are here so that when you do write the portion of your business plan for your target market, the answers to these questions and all the things we've gone through up to this point are going to be the tools that you'll use to write those sections. Okay.
Okay.
And then finally, where do your customers hang out? You want to know this as part of your target market. Are they online? If they are they on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram? Are they, do they use Shopify, Etsy, the different shopping portals, Facebook Market, online? Are they at networking events? Do they go to trade shows? Are they at farmers markets or flea markets? Are they in just general shopping centers? Are they retail customers? Do they want to buy their products from a brick and mortar store? So that's a question that you can only answer by knowing who your products are, customers are, and then through research, looking at those competitors, doing your surveys, they will tell you where they hang out. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. I know personally from my research, my target market does not hang out on Instagram or LinkedIn, not for the services that I provide. They hang out, and when I say trade shows, this could be conferences. I know they're at conferences, and I know that they're at networking events. That's where my clients are. That's how I get customers, okay? Facebook, online, networking events, and trade shows, conferences, that kind of stuff. Okay. So now we're gonna go into, we're not gonna do this tonight, but we're gonna talk about a little bit about your second part of your business plan.
Okay.
And this is your product description and your target market. So those two sections are the next sections of your business plan. So from what we talked about on product development, you should be able to write a product description. This is my product description from when I originally wrote my business plan. 50-something Lifestyle creates and delivers authentic tools to aid women over 50 as they transition. My services are speaking. I create 4 signature keynote speeches. Get out of your chair. Are you stuck in cement blocks, failing forward? And who are you? And I've added to that list to reinvent yourself. Okay.
Okay.
The other services that I provide, coaching and mentoring, group and individual. Group coaching, small offline, ultimate coaching groups, maximum 12 people utilizing the curriculum developed from the online training or books. Individual one-on-one, individual coaching, driven by client need. So those are the products description so far. So then I go to the products themselves, books. Marketing and promote the following books. How Not to Work for a 13-year-old. That book is, I actually put that book on hold. Get Out of Your Chair. At the time I was writing another book. I ended up writing Reinvent Yourself. And the next book I'm writing is Finding Your Greatness. And then the other product is online training curriculum, like I'm doing right now. So one of them is a 5-week video workbook curriculum offered on the web. Topics include Get Your Fire Back. I've done that one already. Managing Life Change. Your Lifestyle Plan. I've done that one several times. And then my hope is that within the next few years to get into the technology beyond 50.
Mm-hmm.
And you see here, when you go through this, you see how specific I am about products.
Right. Okay.
And then audio products that I want to do. This would change now because I wrote this in 2016, I believe. So it would probably be MP3s and podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
And then workbooks to accompany online and offline training and coaching. So that's my products. And I know that those products reach my target market. Okay?
Yeah. Yes. I mean,
So now,
yes, I'm sorry.
Right. So now we're at the target market, and I'm going to get done here in a few minutes.
Okay.
So our target prospects are women 50 and over who want to get the fire back, transition into their life through the many resources provided by 50-something Lifestyle. Prospects can be gleaned from the following sources. Downsized women who have been downsized due to age or lack of technical expertise. And you can read through these.
Right.
People who've been laid off, empty nesters, people whose children are all grown and now they don't really know what to do with themselves.
Mm-hmm.
These are the classic women that I work with. These women are the ones who are ready to start their own business, ready to change their lifestyle in some way. Okay?
Okay.
So when you go back through looking at the video again, you'll have these examples to help you as you write your part of your business plan.
Okay.
So part of your assignment then for next week will be complete the product description and target market sections of your business plan.
Okay.
But I will send you an email with the details and how we're going to go about that. Okay.
Oh, good. Okay.
And then finally, I just want to talk about a couple things you want to do in terms of your business strategy in order for you to really make sure that you are on track. And we talked a little bit about this, conducting market research and developing a new product or refining your existing product. So when you go through these exercises and you find that this is your customer, this is where they hang out, this is what they want, this is what my competitors are giving them, you may end up changing some things about your existing products. So I want you to create a customer profile and create a survey, as we said before, and that will be in your detailed email instructions.
Okay. Cheryl, I do have a question now. I'm concerned that I don't have everything finished. You know, I have the 4 projects, and I have come along with the prayer book that half of that, but I showed it to people and they got all excited about it. Even my son last night, he sat at the table and said, "Mom, I have to have a copy, make one." And so I don't have my Lord's Prayer book. In other words, do I need to finish all of this before I do this, or just go ahead and do this?
No, you want to do this as you're finishing those, because here's an example. One of my clients has a product that she's actually going to be finished with in time for Christmas. But we're starting the pre-marketing of that product now. In fact, she will launch her product in the end of September. That's when we'll start marketing her product, even though it won't be done until December.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. Okay.
Because you want to get, and when I say launch it, I mean that she's going to start creating her Facebook page, and she's going to start letting people know that this is coming, this is coming, this is coming. So that by the time it gets there, she has all of this done. Okay. So no, you don't have to be finished. Here's the most important part right here.
Okay.
To know that when you do finish, because you may find that you're going to revise some of that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So create your customer profiles. Create a survey in SurveyMonkey to your customers. That's part of the strategy for actually putting your business into action.
Okay.
Okay. And then the second part of that is for you to list your current products and services, which if they're done or not. And then I'm going to send you a product plan template. And I want you to complete a plan for each product or service based on that template. It's very simple. In fact, this is it right here.
Okay.
You're just going to rewrite the features of it, the function of the product, and the benefits, or proof that this is a good product.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And you will receive that in the follow-up email after tonight. You'll probably tomorrow when you receive the recording. Okay?
Okay.
And again, these things I want you to do as you can do them, but they'll be important along with your business plan. Because it's like I said, it's one thing to plan. There's another to strategize how to get that plan into action. Okay?
Okay.
All right. And that's really the end of our session
Okay.
tonight. I know that's a lot to take in.
I was trying to take notes, but since you're gonna email it to me too, so I'll know step by what I should be doing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you should look at the recording again, because that's going to be important to help you get this going.
Are you going to tell me in the email how to pull the recording up?
I'll send you the link. You'll have it right in the email. All you got to do is click on it. Okay.
Oh, good.
And you should have received the one from last week as well.
Oh, so, I don't know that I have. Okay.
Okay. Well, let me know if you didn't, and I will send that to you. Okay. Okay. And so this is for those of you who are watching by recording. All of these things apply to you. If you have questions, email me. And I love technology in that you can benefit from this training even though you're not here physically right now. And I appreciate all of those who have signed up and you know that you're receiving the recording. So we will meet again next week and do our third session. And as you have questions, just feel free to get in touch with me.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I'm going to end the recording.
Okay. Thank you. Okay.